You're taking us backstage everywhere else.
We don't care about the president. We don't care.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We walked with Nixon. We were with Jim Henson when we were 8, which was impressive, but we were too old for Sesame.
You're going to do a little
So we'll do a little.
You want to do it now?
Why not start now?
All right.
Where should we? Background.
Hi, we're at Comic-Con 2011. Michael Culhane for Famous Monsters. Culbrain. This is Kathryn Leigh Scott. Is that a good one?
Yes, that's good.
Pomegranate Press, also good. This is Kathryn Leigh Scott, publisher, writer, editor, and star of Dark Shadows, and now novel Dark Passage.
Right, written with a very affectionate nod to Dark Shadows.
I'm very curious about this. Some of you are moving to New York.
Oh yeah.
Story.
Yeah, it takes place in the
Fictionalized.
1960s, and it is fiction. It's not memoir, and it really is about a young girl who's a real vampire who gets a role on a television series about vampires, and she has to hide it from everybody.
They're not too understanding back then.
Yeah, it's very lighthearted.
Vampire rights are not there. But I mean, you're the ultimate memoirist as far as I'm concerned. So novel trickier.
It is. This is my debut fiction. I've written a lot of nonfiction, but this is my first fiction.
So did you ever have a conflict like, should I tell the true version of this, or maybe you can be more truthful in fiction?
More truthful. More truthful. You know, I think the fans know from my nonfiction books what really happened 45 years ago on Dark Shadows, but now I'm satisfying that itch to tell what really happened.
Yeah, because you gave us process in the
That's
memoirs,
right.
but now you can give personality
That's
and
right.
conflicts
That's right.
and ambition. And look forward to reading that. And of course, the panel, Hermes Press, is sponsoring the Dark Shadows panel today at Comic-Con because they publish
Wonderful books. Here, the comic books, and Laura Parker and I are both going to be on the panel, and we're going to be talking about appearing with Johnny Depp in the new Dark Shadows movie.
Now, I understand you just got back from London?
Yes, we were there
You were
2
both?
weeks ago. Yes, both of us were there.
Now, this is news to me, and I think
Yes.
to the world.
Yep. We're allowed to say that.
You are.
We're allowed, but we can't say anything else.
Jim told me there was a certain other person involved.
He was
and that's
there as
all
well.
I knew. Are we
Right.
allowed to say that?
Yep, Jonathan Frid.
Jonathan Frid. All of this blows my mind, but I had no idea you were involved in the story. Yes, each day I find out
And
more.
David Selby.
Did you get to work together?
Yes. I mean, we were all there. We were on the set for 3 days, and it's David Selby, Jonathan Frid, Laura Parker, and me.
Quentin, the original Quentin, the original Barnabas, the original Josette and Evans, and the original Angelique.
That's right. No, but that's all
not
we can
necessarily what you were playing this time.
say. No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Very qualified. We like
But
a
we
little
have-
mystery and intrigue in Dark Shadows and
We had a
suspense.
lot of fun.
Did you?
It was really good fun. Oh, yeah.
Now, had you met any of the people working on the new film before?
Well, I did 21 Jump Street many years ago with Johnny Depp, but I didn't actually work with him. But when I walked into the dressing room up in Vancouver, everybody said, "Oh my God, Johnny Depp is such a big Dark Shadows fan. He someday wants to play Barnabas." That's what,
Say
20,
that then?
and that's what, 25 years ago.
Now,
Amazing.
I thought I had vision that time. Jim
No,
Pearson
he
is
really-
consulting producer on Dark Shadows.
Yes.
I took him to his first Tim Burton movie
Right.
in 1991 when I was working with you on
Right.
Almanac, or even before.
Right.
And he hadn't seen one, and I said, Tim Burton is going to make Dark Shadows.
Oh,
He looked at me
without
like I
any
was
question.
crazy.
I mean, it is, no, it was made in heaven. I mean, I can't imagine anybody else other than Jonathan Frid, than Johnny Depp playing Barnabas Collins. And what's really fun, and I was so pleased to be able to tell Johnny Depp this, is that we all appreciated the homage to Jonathan. He said such wonderful things. Actually, here at Comic-Con, he said wonderful things about Jonathan Frid and his performance.
When Johnny was here for Alice in Wonderland.
That's right. He talked about it then. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. But
I heard some
really
people
wonderful
ask,
comments.
Johnny often does masks and makeup. And he said, nah, this time Jonathan Frid had poetry, and that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful
Wow.
what Johnny Depp has said about Jonathan
I mean, that's how we all
Frid.
feel, but
Yeah.
that's why we wanted them to do it.
We're not allowed to tell you anything more about anything, but except that it was an absolute gift. It was just a joy.
Well, that makes us all very happy.
Yeah.
Famous Monsters fans, Dark Shadows fans, check out the new movie, check out the new novel, and definitely Hermes Press must-have for any comic collectors.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, this art never looked this good in the 60s. Some of it was cropped.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
And some fun stories. Thanks, Kathryn. We'll talk more.
Good to see you, Mike.
Good to be here.
All right.